A bit there.
Yeah, it does. It feels like hot water, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. You can send out people on
So the idea of this soft cast is that you'll look for the ends and then unreel it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. What we've got in there, just a couple bit of that.
Extra stirrup.
Yeah.
The Catholic Protestant.
So it's just like a bandage, really.
Yeah.
Well, what my experience has been like having a cast on over the past few weeks, some of the positives and negatives, and just overall what it's been like. I'd say the beginning was definitely a lot harder, because at the beginning I couldn't even go like this with my fingers. It hurt so bad. I had cocodamol for the first few days to help with the pain, but then after that it seemed to settle down and it was fine, so I've not took hold for it since. I'd say some of the hardest parts have definitely been things that I've been doing with my baby, such as changing nappies, getting him in and out of the cot. trying not to get it wet was definitely hard as well, especially when you're washing up and bathing your baby and everything else, but you do find ways to work around it. I found the best way to lift her up was with my elbows like this, so I was picking her up like that instead of like that. It's stretched a lot of my jumpers, so I think I might need some new jumpers once I've took it off. I'm definitely really nervous to take it off. I think I've just been doing everything pretty much normal the whole time it's been on, so hopefully it's healed still. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. Like, I found that I had to put bottles in between my legs to be able to get the lids off. I think it definitely made me a lot more independent. I realised a lot more about what I could do and that you can still get by and you'll always find a way to work around things. I think there are some positives that you can take from if you have a breakout. You realise who was there for you. My mum was a great support system. She took me shopping, let me get all my bits and bring it all in and everything else. Let's think. I think one of the bigger things as well is sleeping. Like, it's so uncomfy to sleep with a cast on. Like, you're definitely tossing and turning for hours. You don't get used to it at all. Sleeping now is not no easier than sleeping at the beginning. It definitely gets in the way. It's constantly irritated and always feels itchy. So I definitely can't wait for tomorrow to take it off. I hope you enjoy watching me take it off. It's definitely going to be a new experience for me. I wasn't expecting the doctor to tell me that I had to take it off myself, to be honest. Apparently I'm just supposed to peel it from this bit here, and then I should just be able to either pull the bandage off or cut it off, so we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Hi everyone, so I'm finally going to be taking the cast off for you all. It's nearly 12 o'clock at night, but the little one's only just gone to sleep. Well, she's drinking a bottle, hopefully she's going to sleep. So I've been told to just take it off here. You can see like where this line is here. I've been told to pull that off, and then hopefully the bandage should just slide off, or if not, I'll have to try cut it off. So I'm gonna get started. Here we go. Alright. It feels a bit velcro-y. I think the little one's definitely not asleep. So I just had to stop to put whey blue on, and hopefully that'll cheer her up while we finish taking it off. It's a little bit awkward. That bit's stuck. You can see it's stuck there. There we go. Wow. It feels like really, really strong velcro. Actually it's a bit niggly taking it off. It's a weird feeling. It's really stuck. Wow. There we go, she's cheered up. Bit of whey blue. There we go, we're going. Nearly done. So let's try to pull this bit up here, and then let's see, let's try and find where she started. This bit here, look, that just pulled off. That felt soft when she put it on. It's literally rock solid now. Like, wow. It was actually like a soft bandage. I don't know if you remember when she put it on. Oh, look how skinny my arm looks. but it's not got a big cast on here. It's getting a bit harder because the fabric's getting caught in it. I'm trying to make it so that you can see it the best that I can. No, it's just stuck there. Move that out of the way. I can feel it pulling on the skin underneath. Like, this is definitely the bit that I'm most nervous for, because as soon as I take the bandage off, wow, that is stuck on so hard. It's definitely very well stuck. Starting to, wow, it feels so stiff. It definitely still don't feel fully normal. There we go. That's the cast fully gone. And now this is the scary part, taking the bandage off. Look at all that cast. Look at all that was what was wrapped around my wrist. There's absolutely loads of it. Try to put it there. Now we're just going to take this bit off. This is the bit that I'm really nervous for, because I'm scared to see. I wonder what all this pink fluff is. I'm scared to see what it's going to be like underneath. Didn't have to cut that. There we go. It's a little bit dry. See if I can compare them. I think it really hurts there. It definitely still hurts there. But yeah, that's it guys, my cast is now off. I'm going to give my arm a really good wipe down because it's not been cleaned for ages. And then I'm going to go get in the bath because it would be nice to finally wash my arm. That feels so weird, I can't even begin to explain how weird it feels. It definitely still feels a bit sore, like it's bare. That is where it hurts. I feel like it's a little bit swollen. But yeah, that's my cast off guys. So this is my arm after my bath. It definitely still feels weak. I've washed it, you can see that the skin is still like mega dry. It definitely don't feel 100%. I've definitely not got my strength back in it. It hurts quite a bit. I'm not sure if that's normal. But if you know, let me know in comments. It definitely does still hurt. So I think I'm just gonna lather it in some pseudo-creme. Got a fresh tub of pseudo-creme for it. I'm gonna blather it in that overnight and we'll see how it feels in the morning. Hi everyone, so I took my cast off last night. My arm was really dry, it really hurt when I took it off, it felt really weird. It is starting to feel quite a bit better. It feels a lot better than it did yesterday. It's definitely not 100%, but I just wanted to share with you all that when I went to hospital and they told me to remove it myself at home, they also said that for physio, I should be fine to do that at home, and for physio, they literally told me that I should go like that, bending my wrist, like that. So yeah, that's what the hospital recommended for physio. I mean, it does actually help, but you can feel it stretching when you do it. You feel it pull here. You can feel it pull. But yeah, it's a little bit less dry following the pseudocrem on it. You can see that there's still quite a bit of pseudocrem soaking in. I mean, it's faded my tattoo a bit. I'm hoping that that's just because there's pseudocrem on it, but I'd say my tattoo's definitely faded while my cast has been on. Both of them. This one's only just under a year old. It's definitely faded. So yeah, this is my first day without a cast on. I'm getting better at lifting stuff as well. I can't lift a bottle of washing up liquid yet. I tried to lift a bottle of washing up liquid. I had to use this hand. Just so you've got an idea of the size of a bottle of washing up liquid, this is what I couldn't lift with the wrist that I've just took my cast off with. Like, I can lift stuff as long as I keep my wrist. It's just all about keeping that bit straight. So, go like that. I think you can tell that. It is still a little bit swollen. You can see how dry the skin is on the inside of my hand, even after having pseudocrem on all night. But yeah, I'll let you know how it feels in a few days. I'll let you know when it starts to feel normal. And I'll just keep you updated on how it recovers in general. And then if you ever break your wrist, hopefully you guys don't, you'll know what the recovery process is like. Hi everyone, so today I thought I'd do for you a last update on my not so broken wrist now. It has now been a month since I had my cast removed and it more or less feels normal again, so I just thought I'd do a final update to let you guys know that it all feels normal again. I had my cast on for just over a month. I took it off at home myself on the 21st of November. Since then, at first it did it quite a bit, but now everything is back to normal. I can lift anything that I could lift before I broke my wrist. So, and it doesn't really hurt much at all. It does occasionally have the odd twinge where it aches a tiny little bit, but nothing that would actually bother you. I can move furniture, anything that I could do before I'd broke it. I just thought I'd speak to you a bit more about what I could and couldn't do while it was broke as well, because I could still do most of what I could do if it wasn't broke. To be honest, it's not as bad as what you'd think it'd be. The hardest thing is probably trying to do your hair. You definitely can't blow dry your hair no matter how hard you try. After about 2 weeks it become easier to straighten it. What else was there? It took me about 3 or 4 days to be able to change my bedding. The cast does support your wrist really well when it's on. It took about a week for it to stop feeling dry and itchy. I had to use lots of pseudocrem and E45. It was really dry, so the moisturiser definitely helped a lot. Don't get me wrong, cleaning was harder than what it is when obviously your wrist isn't broke, but it's not impossible. You can still wash up, there's ways to work around it. I could still do literally everything that I could do when it wasn't broke. It took me a few days to be able to change my bedding. I could carry my shopping bags. I realised that I just had to carry them on my elbow instead, which isn't really that big of a compromise. And then throughout I was also able to lift my baby. The cast supported her. At the beginning I had to use my elbows and kind of like hook her on, but I could still lift her. And then as time, like about 2 or 3 weeks in, I found that I could lift her normally. Like even with a cast on, I was lifting her. I could put both of my hands under her arms and lift her as normal. It does make it a little bit harder being a parent, but not impossible. It just shows you how strong you can be and that you can work around anything. And you'll always adapt as a mother to what you need to do to your child, and you'll always find a way around any situation. I think that's definitely a positive that I've took from breaking my wrist, to be honest. You can do a lot more than what you think you're capable of. So now I'm gonna show you some examples of what I can lift now that it's not broken anymore and it's feeling normal again, just so you guys can get an idea of where you'll be at 4 weeks into recovery if you've broke your wrist. I just thought I'd do a quick few examples of what I can lift now that it's better. So this is the Harry Potter Deathly Hallows book. It weighs about 500 grams. As you can see, it's no effort whatsoever to lift. Then I also have a lava lamp, as you can see, very easy, no issue whatsoever lifting. A big bottle of surf, 1.6 litre, it's completely full and unopened. Can turn it, hold it on all angles. Same with the bottle of Lenore, which is around the same weight, I think 1.8 litres. So yeah, that's all light and more or less easy, definitely no issues there. This is my very large Me Too teddy. It goes just over my knees. It's quite heavy, but as you can see, there's no issue there at all lifting it. So again, showing it's more or less back to normal now. This is my son's electric scooter. I've googled the weight of it. It is 3.3 kg. It does feel a little bit heavy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not causing any strain or pain on my wrist. It's just a little bit heavy. And then this is my beautiful chunky baby, and as you can see, I've got no trouble lifting her at all. Completely fine. So I'm going to get her ready for bed now. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. And thank you for joining me on my journey of having a broken wrist, and I hope that my journey's helped you on yours. Bye guys.